Psalm 132. Lord, remember David and all his self-denial. He swore an oath to the Lord. He made a vow to the mighty one of Jacob. I will not enter my house or go to my bed. I will allow no sleep to my eyes or slumber to my eyelids till I find a place for the Lord, a dwelling for the mighty one of Jacob. We heard it in Ephrathah. We came upon it in the fields of Jar. Let us go to his dwelling place. Let us worship at his footstool, saying, Arise, Lord, and come to your resting place, you and the ark of your might. May your priests be clothed with your righteousness. May your faithful people sing for joy. For the sake of your servant David, do not reject your anointed one. The Lord swore an oath to David, a sure oath he will not revoke. One of your own descendants I will place on your throne. If your sons keep my covenant and the statutes I teach them, then their sons will sit on your throne forever and ever. For the Lord has chosen Zion. He has desired it for his dwelling, saying, This is my resting place forever and ever. Here I will sit enthroned, for I have desired it. I will bless her with abundant provisions. Her poor I will satisfy with food. I will clothe her priests with salvation, and her faithful people will ever sing for joy. Here I will make a horn grow for David and set up a lamp for my anointed one. I will clothe his enemy with shame, but his head will be adorned with a radiant crown.
Psalm 132 is all about honoring the Lord, and it reminds us of the wonderful promises that God has for those who honor him, who worship him, who have chosen to follow him. As we read about the life of David in verses 1 to 5, we see that David earnestly desires that the Lord have a permanent home, that there be a permanent place that the Lord would be honored and worshipped. And the pilgrims also desire to go and worship the Lord. It says in verse 7, Let us go to the sanctuary of the Lord. Let us worship at the footstool of his throne. And we see as we continue reading in verses 11 to 18 that God honors those who honor him, that there are promises that he gives David, that he gives the Israelites if they choose to follow him and to worship him. And those promises are for us as well today. In Romans 8:28 it says that God works all things together for the good of those who love him and have been called according to his purpose. And we are those people today. We are those who love him and who have been called according to his purpose. So he will work all things out for good. That is a promise that we can hold on to today. So I encourage us to reflect on how we might worship the Lord, how we might honor God, how we might take delight in his presence today. And we know that worship is not just reserved for Sunday mornings, that it's not only reserved for the walls of a sanctuary, but that we worship the Lord with our whole lives, that we honor him in everything that we do. So whether that be something that looks flashy or important, whether that be a platform or a stage, or whether it be in the quiet day-to-day interactions we have with our family, with our friends, with our coworkers, I pray that we would reflect on how we can honor the Lord in those places, for that is where he has placed us. And we know that as we honor him, that he will honor us.